Hello everyone, and welcome to the California Institute for Human Science, CIHS. I'm Farnaz Koromi, the Director of the Psychology Programs and Clinical Training. What makes our university very unique and exciting is the fact that we're a mind-body consciousness university. This integral vision is the hallmark of our psychology program as well as our institution. We are regionally accredited by WASC Senior College and University Commission. Let's talk a little about the Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology. It consists of two concentrations. One is the concentration in Psychology Licensure, the other one is a concentration in Integral Psychology. So let's talk about the Psychology Licensure concentration. This degree program consists of 94 units, 46 core units, and 48 concentration in psychology courses. This program should take the student 4.5 to 8 years to complete, depending on if they're full-time, taking 2 classes or 8 units per quarter, or part-time, taking 1 class or 4 units per quarter. But the maximum allowable time for completion for this degree program is 8 years. So it's very important for the student to pace themselves. Here is a list of the core curriculum courses. For example, we can see here Psychology 701, Foundations in Integral Studies, or Psychology 704, Spiritual Education, and so on and so forth. There are also required and elective psychology classes. This is a list. It's not a complete list, but there's some very exciting courses there. For example, psychoacoustics, psychology of the chakras, and psychology of shamanism, for example. So, very interesting courses. Here's a flowchart of what the steps would look like to complete the PhD in psychology with a concentration in psychology licensure. So first, the student would have to engage in the 42 units of coursework, and those were the courses that I just showed you, the core and required and elective courses. Someplace midway, or sometimes midway through the 72 units, the student can start engaging in the practicum for psychology. So this is a prerequisite for the SPEs, or the supervised professional experience that the student is going to need to gain in order to be admitted in internships. After the completion of the 72 units and the 500 to 1200 hours of practicum, depending on where the student is placed, then the process for advancement to candidacy is started, and once the student meets all the requirements of this process, then the student can be admitted to candidacy. It's very important that once you have been admitted to candidacy, it's only then that you can start the actual SPEs, 1,500 to 2,000 hours of SPEs, and 1,500 of these hours are what is going to be accepted as part of the 3,000 hours of requirements for SPEs for a license in psychology in California. So during the same time that the student is completing a full-time internship or a part-time internship, they will be completing their dissertation. Now, if you start taking hours before being advanced to candidacy, whatever hours those are, they will not count as part of the requirement for the licensure in psychology in California, based on the Board of Psychology in California. Once everything is completed, then the student graduates. Now, also worth mentioning is that CIHS offers an individually designed concentration IDC area option, which is for the purpose to meet the needs of students who wish to design a course of studies within their degree program. The students with the IDC concentration would complete the same core and required courses for the degree program, and the IDC is designed within the elective courses, and this is done under the direction of the faculty advisor or the program director. So in other words, if the student has met all of their core and required courses, and now they would like to take courses exceeding the number of electives they have, they could do that, but they may exceed the 94 units. So what are the requirements for admission into the psychology program? A master's degree from a regionally accredited institution in psychology or related field, Psychology 505 or Intro to Qualitative and Quantitative Research, Psychology 607, Psychology of Personality. How to apply to CIHS, and here's a note, there are no GRE requirements. Submit an online application with the application fee via this website, this web address. Send your official undergraduate / or graduate transcript with proof of graduation to CIHS Admissions Office via email at admissions@cihs.edu. Submit 2 letters of recommendation, a personal essay in which you explain the reasons for seeking admissions to CIHS, a CV or resume, a representative term paper or another sample of academic writing or publication. And for international students, there are additional application requirements that can be found at this web address. How to request information and contact CIHS Admissions Office. There are 3 options. The preferred one is stated here. You fill out a request info form that is found at www.cihs.edu/information-request. Option 2, you could email your inquiry to Mr. Ash Zowaida, or Dean of Admissions, at admissions@cihs.edu and include the following information: name, last name, program of interest, term and year you wish to begin your studies, your email, address, phone number, and any specific questions you may have. Option number 3 is to visit our main admissions page as www.cihs.edu/admissions. If you have any questions regarding the psychology program, please do not hesitate to email me requesting a Zoom meeting. I would love to meet with you in a Zoom meeting and answer any questions you may have about our psychology program or any questions regarding your own special academic or career circumstance. Thank you very much for listening.